This video will not be edited much, but post-editing me is just gonna say I end up rambling a lot. But I hope you enjoy. I don't know. Ends up being a lot more than just across the blaze should you summon. Alright. I don't usually do these kinds of videos, but I'm gonna try it out because why not? Should you summon Cross the Blaze Revival? No. You really should not. First of all, most of these units are just buns. Sistina is like, if you don't have any other burst arts, sure, but you could just Weaver at the same time, and he'll do the same thing, if not better, because he gets an extra support slot. Angelus, now she can actually have a pretty solid multiplier now, I'm pretty sure, with her Dream Awakening, but at the same time, it's like, no, there's much better DPS out there. Luan, if you do not have any bleed at all in your account, you're still better off just doing the summer summons for Chloe's bikini. Chloe's Eye for Service, I'm pretty sure it's called. Baku, Archgener, but only to 3 units and faints a unit at the same time. 200 art, or sorry, not arch damage. Magic damage up is pretty solid. Honestly, but it takes a second to come out. Like he like does a whole animation, and then the damage up doesn't come out until he throws the fucking shadow thing, and then yeah, it's rough. He's decent, but nah. He's just kind of funny for trolling and multi, I'm not gonna lie. Eagle, as a taunt, honestly got a lot better with the Dream Awakening. He's decently solid. But then again, after Index, Kill is rerunning, and Gamagori is coming back, and this guy is still on Forever Summons anyways. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Every one of these is on Forever Summons, except for Stargod Liza. And Stargod Liza, I'm sorry to say it, man, but even as someone with a 300 luck and 555 plus Stargod Liza, bro, she's mid. I do not use her for anything except for my farms just because of her luck. She is buns. Alright, first of all, her animations. Okay, let me get over the big thing first. What is he saying? She's the hyped up unit. Everyone always says her and Fen are so goated. What the heck? Yeah, this is gonna be another Vox situation where people are just glazing the two units that, like, they've been out a while. Their time came and passed. They're both like whatever now. Liza fell off way harder than Fen. Fen is still usable, but he's just not it. Now Liza, actual trash. Like genuinely actual trash. Okay. Biggest thing. The biggest thing. Her animations are horrid, bro. Look at these things, dude. They're way too long. Like, are you seriously trying to sit through this whole thing just for, like, a small mag res down? No, you're not. So you're not even going to use the arts. You're never going to use the arts. It's terrible. Alright, the main attraction. The true arts and the super arts. You're using this, right? Bro, this takes so long. That does not look very long, but I'll just, here, let's do this then. I'll just tell you, when you are hitting an enemy with your attacks, it slows it down, making the attack take longer. And when you're getting hit by the enemy, it slows it down even more, making the attack take even longer. These attacks are, these animations are way too long. Like, it's ridiculous how long they are. It makes her impossible to cycle the true and super. Like, you genuinely just cannot cycle them with them both being full uptime. The super will always be down. Like halfway through. Alright, look at this. Here's true arts. it's like stunning her and it slows it down a bit. If she's getting hit, slows it down even more. And then the super art animation is just terrible. It takes way too long. Right, let's do this just so we keep the arts. It's just impossible to have them both up. It's just really bad. Like, look, I'll just do a true art immediately after that. Really close to immediately after, right? It's like 3 seconds off. And see this mag buff? It's gonna go away. It's already gone. And we're still going. There was like 3 seconds between the true and the super art. You can have it both full of time. Super arts is just for like nukes. And even then, name a good mag DPS. It's like just Fern. And at that point, it's like, I don't know, man. The skill CT doesn't really do much. It's mainly for defense equip uptime. But we have so many good ass mitigators and so much damage res that we just don't need it. So many of our units have defense equips now. Like before, it was like pretty much just the mitigators, and then an occasional DPS would have a defense equip. Now, our archgeners and our like almost every DPS, like basically every recent DPS, and most of our archgeners lately have all had defense equips, while also giving us better mitigators that are actually good, not just like only a mitigator like Sands and then they don't do anything else. So it's really not hard to survive. You do not need equip CT for your defense equips anymore. At all. For the support equips, okay, gives you a little more arts. Plenty of arts. Arts is not hard to get anymore. If you're starting right now, new players, you should be re-rolling for free rend and new belt. That should be plenty of arts gen. Alright. Whatever. Liza, overhyped. Overrated. Your time is gone. Ask any like actual vet, they'll tell you that. If you're just asking like the IMOP watchers that are just like listening to like, you know, those kinds of people, then like you're not gonna get a solid answer. They're just gonna, because they don't pay attention to the meta. They pay attention to what units are most hyped and then just assume they're still good. They don't actually like do things on their own and test to see, is this unit still good? No, I have not used Liza in like, I don't know, like over a year probably. I think the only place I use her is Light Ruins 13, because I only need one SA out of her, so the damage up is big. And that's it. Alright, moving on. Fire Orville. He's literally only a DPS. That's all he does. Plus, like, I guess he can somewhat archgen due to the BE he gives from his equip, which is a lot more than Light by the way. If people tell you that they're trying to archgen with Light no, they're not. It is not that good compared to Orville. Now, Orville his damage is just terrible. Like, when I'm doing free practice stuff, and I'm doing comps and using Orville for infinite arts, because free practice has like overflowing BE, so he's actually good there. Not that that matters at all, but I wouldn't pull him for that. Well, I did because I care about that stuff, but like average player, that doesn't matter. He always does less damage than like the support units that I throw him with, because like it like I'll have the DPS, him, and then 2 support units to help the DPS do damage or something like that, and he does less damage. Like, he's not doing like any damage anymore. His damage is just trash now, so that's bad. His archgen, it depends on the stage. Like, some stages give like shit BE and you're not going to get anything. You're going to get like maybe 1 or 2 BE orbs, possibly 3 from each equip use. And it's RNG as well. Like, it's like decent, but like, what happens when you just get bad RNG? You don't get BE with the units you need BE with, and then you're just screwed. You can't do anything about it because it's RNG. Then he loses liberation, and then he can't use his equip anymore, and then he's just bad. The 100% mag damage up is like decent, but there he is. At the same time, it's like, do you really need that? How many mag units are you using? Like, I know a lot of people like mag, but let's be real, it's just like it's not that good. All right, here's a bunch of. I have BE up crest on him. This has passive BE up. This has passive BE up. This has passive BE up. So let's go in, turn off AIs, and let's see. Actually, I'm gonna keep his on just because I'm on an emulator right now, so it's not the easiest to do this. I'm just gonna spam shit just to. Oh yeah, I had skill CT build on Saitama. Ignore the equips. Alright, he should be close. Yeah, we're good enough. Alright, look at this. So, first let's get rid of the enemies, because we're getting triple BE right now, because, you know, there's 3 enemies on screen. That's not permanent. Boom, it's gone. Alright, here, let's see. 1 hit. 3? Was that 4? Alright, 4 BE per hit. With all this being dedicated to BE, including his crest. If you wanted an actual defense equip, that's less. If you wanted some other phys equip, I don't know why you would, but I don't know, some shit on him, that's less BE. If you don't have True Feod and don't want to waste Rainbow Gems on it, that's less BE. If you want a different crest on him or some shit, I don't know, if you want like, I don't know why you would, but like equip CT maybe, I don't know, then that's less BE. Like, this is full dedicated BE build. It's 4 per thing, and look how long this is taking. Like, he just got lucky, and he's just still up like most of that BE, and then nobody else got any. It's like, it's not terrible, but it's just, I would not rely on that for Archgen. He's not usable. He's like a secondary Archgen at best. And even then, you have much better ones who will actually do way more damage and do more than just raw Archgen. That's like all he's used for is that BE nowadays, because he's not doing damage. So there's just way better secondary Archgeners. Liza, do I have to say anything? Let's equip CT than her. Not that equip CT really matters much anymore. If you're trying to get equip CT, you're going to use Fen Shorts or have something passive like Relics, or, as much as I hate to say it, Izanagi. Because Izanagi's trash. For Victoire, she's actually solid, and her Dream Awakening, whenever she gets it, is actually kind of busted, I'm not gonna lie. But, again, that's just for Monolight. Monolight has gotten a lot better, so you don't really need her much anymore for just survivability with the stats up. Accuracy is still nice. Skill CT is pretty good for, you know, if you were trying to use her on Miasma stage or something. But, like, it's really just like, just for light runes, and even then you don't even need her anymore with how good units are now. For Orville, garbage. Light Cest. Her heals are actually still very good. She's a very good healer. You know who else is a very good healer? Heart, who also gives Archgen and is in the Forever Summons. You know who else is a good healer? Mako, who is coming back because Kill la Kill is rerunning. You know who else is a good healer? Permapool Aristella that you can get for free. Muse, it's also a good healer. Like, if you're using her just for heals, there's better units who give Archgen as well. There's like Vpris and stuff too. There's Summer Rosetta, who's out right now. Not that her heals are as good as Light Sistina, but you know, she is decent with it, with her passive and her 5-star heal slot, and then she has stats up and stuff. Her Phys Res down is decent at best. Like, let's say, okay, it's 5% per equip. It only lasts 12 seconds. It doesn't even last the whole 15 seconds of her liberation mode. So, let's say you got enough equip CT. You're not getting like 100 equip CT on here. You're getting like 50 tops. With like Ben Schwartz, equip CT crest, and then you could have I think it's like Siegfried or something. I don't know. It's like Fried true weapon. That gives her like 20% equip CT. And then if you get a, I don't know, like maybe Grand Battle or equip or something, I don't know, whatever. Let's just say you get her to 50 equip CT. So that would reduce it by a third. So it would be like 1.3 seconds per equip use. So, auto calculator. Alright, apparently I already calculated this a while ago. Top heals you can get is 810 heals per second with Siegfried, or True Siegfried. I think I'm probably saying the wrong name. A Fried true weapon, and Ben Schwartz in comp with a heal mount up crest on her. You'll get 810 heals per second. That's the most you'll get. Meanwhile, Summer Chloe's doing that just by having a True Art active because she gets 100% heal mount up for the whole team, by the way. So if anyone else heals, it also doubles their heals. So that's nice. And she's also Archgening and can give 300% damage up or something like that. I think it's like 250, might be 300. I don't remember because I don't have her exactly, but it's around there. And also gives status res. Meanwhile, Light Cest is just a small amount of phys res down because let's just say you get it to 1.3 seconds. That would be just under 10 uses, so let's just say 9 uses in 12 seconds. And 5% down for 9 uses, that's only 45% phys res down. That's less than 1 Shadow True Art. Let's go! That stacks, but the phys res down from the True Art does not. So if you have any other phys res, that 35% is useless, and you're just getting 35% light res down. Otherwise, you're getting a total of like 115 res down, 35% of it being light conditional, the other being phys conditional. I mean, that's decent from a healer. But at the same time, you got Archgeners given that just by Archgenning, like Samurai DL Rim. She's just not needed anymore. You don't need her for heals. Forever Summons exists. You can get her. Moving on. That's everyone. Yeah. Mid. She does 0 damage herself, by the way. She does like almost no damage. And even the Archgenon skill is terrible because if you're trying to do an AI with that or something, it just makes her slower because the animation is decently long. But yeah, it's just the whole thing is mid. I don't recommend it. That's my take on it. Luan is just if you have no bleed, but you could just do summer equip summons instead, which I highly recommend because these equips are incredible. I already pitied Wavy Frill. A lot of these new equips are very good, but a lot of the equips that are on the banner that aren't like featured are also very good. Like there's a lot of top tier equips on this. It's an incredible banner. Highly recommend you spend your crystals on this. You can do it on Rosetta if you want. MDD fell off, kind of mid, but she's still a good unit. This is just, I would only summon on this for Summer Juno if I'm being honest. Summer Iris is like decent, kind of, but yeah. Alright, this Ubel's good. Fern is fun. Like you could use her as a DPS if you got nothing better, but I would just go for Luan, honestly. He's just better. Kind of. That's debatable. He's better because he's Fizz. But if you pair him with, like, for example, Freerin, Luan is kind of crazy with high health because he's spamming normal art with 50% super crit and a massive multiplier depending on his health. That can do some crazy damage while also having, like I said, which is good, passive equip CT. Don't go out of your way for it, but if it's free, take it by 50%. So that is very good. Equips here, notable ones. This is decent for like certain nukes, I guess. This is decent. Best heal equip is still either Empty Heart or Demonic Wicked Globe or Malim Scent Dress. This is buns. Any of these random increased damage by 60% and then does not flinch. These are terrible. Terrible equips. You could have better uses with equips, like same damage up, but gives arts instead of some does not flinch for less than a quarter uptime, so you can't even like properly use it in a like a quest that freezes you or something. This is very good. This is Nui's eye patch but Fizz. There aren't many, if any. I think this might be the first one. There might be some older equips or some shit that are like this, but I'm pretty sure this is the first like big arts on startup, and then still gives arts afterward. Like things like Shadow Sword, Asura, Blade Regalia, they give big arts at the start, but then never give you arts again. This gives you big arts at the start, 60, not like huge like 100 or 80 like the others, but 60 is still pretty big compared to the average 30. And then it still gives you 30 every other use after that. And the attack up is very good because that benefits both sides, Mag and Fizz. Like, let's say Miyu already has plenty of attack up, but I'm just going to use her as an example because she's the first that comes to my mind. Like, Dark Miyu, she's Mag, she has a 5-star Fizz slot. You could use this on her, it'll still help her because attack helps everyone. But the main thing with this is units like Kenshin and Saitama. I wouldn't use this on Kenshin because he has a true weapon that's very good. But on like Hero Saitama, this is very good because the attack up is huge for damage up with him because he has that 3% attack to damage ratio passive. So very good equip right here. Very good for general use. Like you could put this in any 5-star Fizz slot on any unit and it would be good. This is very good for like specific things. Or like really specific things, honestly. Like for example, my Saito. Like if I'm doing a crest farm or something, right? And I only want to do I don't know, like I don't want a skill. Let's just say I don't want a skill. I have 45 arts on him starting because I got 35 from a 4+ and then 10 from special art. I need 5 extra arts, and if you didn't have the special art, this would still count for you because you'd still need less than 20 extra arts, and this gives 20 extra arts over Axis. Then let's just say, I don't know, I got like type 0 or some shit, I don't know. Then boom, that brings him to 90, and then I had it on my Monday Crest Palace, something like this, where I needed 5 extra arts. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think I was using Blade Regalia, and then something else. I don't know, but yeah, sometimes you need 5 extra arts because you're missing it and don't get that even amount until you get it. So this accounts for that, and it's niche but decent. Also, if you're new, it's just good for startup, I guess. I personally would always end goal is AoE support equips though, because it's just better to support the whole team. Out of these, this is good. This is mid, but it's decent for our Shen if you are new. This is buns. This is decent. Kind of depends on if we get more like attack damage ratio passive fire units, I guess, in the future. This is decent, I guess. Though most equipped nukers are going to start being the attack ratio passives, meaning they'll get way more benefit from attack up. So, eh. Also, I'm pretty sure the animation on this isn't that great. Like, I don't know. This is... I underestimated this originally because I was like, there's not that many Fizz bosses out there. Like, there's like Regulus and Delia, but then it's useless for the rest of Delia. There's like Flog, but I would rather Mirror Hood. But then, like, all these dream stages have been coming out, and every one of them is Fizz, so I've actually been using this a lot. Plus the challenge quests, most are Fizz, so I've been using it a lot more than I thought. This is very good. I just don't use Roai as much, so I just was like, this is kind of just the same thing but Fizz, but no, this is very good. Alright. Yeah, so that's all that stuff. This is complete garbage, don't waste your time. Now for the prize. They don't show his kit, do they? Do they? I don't think they show his kit. Anyways, this guy, goated. Alright, so here's his kit. He has AoE Archgen on skill, 15 on all of his things cooldown. Not like insane or anything, but it's also another weird thing is that it's not type G, it's type C for the Archgen, which is kind of weird, I think, but it's fine, honestly, whatever. Because even like Rin's being exclusive to Fire Archgen on skill is still type G, but whatever, we'll take it. Now, this guy, the arts is the main thing, obviously. So I already did the calculations down here. With just Freeren's normal art fully ramped and the 20% stats up from his like equip passive, his true weapon, 108, almost 109,000 damage. Multiplier, sorry. Just from his normal art. That is very quick animation, very spammable, and not much, but 30% Fizzers down. This is just the bonus, because why not? The True Arts also give stats up, but I personally wouldn't use this because unless you're just trying to go for one big hit on the normal art, maybe. I don't know, because like it's only 20 seconds, and you're just trying to spam as many normal arts as you can between each super art. But the cool thing about him is like since he's God, there's not many gods out there, right? Like you could use him with Samurai DL Rim with his HP up on normal art and the Fizzers down on True Art. That's a demon. That's another unit that it's a different race, so that adds an extra 15 seconds, bringing it to 30 seconds of super crit. You can use Shadow, that's a human, that's another 15 seconds. That's also more Archgen for dark units. You can use like Freerin, that's a spirit, that's most likely going to be the only spirit in your comp, unless you're also using Beta, I guess. So that's another unit, and like it's super easy to have multiple races in the comp while still having like a good team that is like built around him. It is incredibly easy to have at least 45 seconds, maybe even like the whole 60 seconds of super crit, and then just spamming the shit out of his normal art with a massive multiplier, because it is very fast animation. He has good Archgen, 3 APS on True Weapon with the little bit of arts on that skill, and it's only normal. It's cheap. The 50% skill equip CT is very good because it's a leader skill. It's passive. Now, I wouldn't like go out of my way for equip CT, but if it's a free passive, yeah, hell yeah, I'll take that any day. The passive AoE crit damage is actually pretty solid. That's nice. The starting arts is nice because why not? And he's just a really good unit overall. This is also calculated without the extra Tasmons from LB7, by the way. I'm just assuming 999 Tasmons, like usual for health. But yeah, and I also assumed an HP crest. So that's crazy. You add more stuff like HP up support equips, stats up support equips, stats up units, HP up units, etc. You're gonna be pretty crazy with that damage on his normal art. So yeah, he's the prize. Summon for him. Do not summon for this garbage right here. This is terrible. Do not summon for this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. Thought I would do a should you summon kind of thing. I don't know. Never done one of these before. Well, I don't think I ever took one seriously when I did it before. But yeah, that's. I was just gonna do this to warn people not to fall for the bait. But yeah, that's it. See ya.